my channel. Today we're going to be going over the top drugstore makeup that I think was the best drugstore makeup of 2023. I had a lot to go through. I spent my night last night digging through my drawers, and I have some really good stuff that came out this year to talk about. So I'm going to be using it. Of course, we're going to be doing a tutorial. It's been a long time since I've done makeup on this channel, so we're going to be doing that today. Be sure and smash that subscribe button to join us for more content like this. I'm not going to waste any time, honey. We're going to jump right in and beat this face. Let's get started. So as far as makeup bases go, I actually have three that I love that came out this year. The first one is the Butter Glow from Physicians Formula. This is like a matte base to put underneath your makeup or mix in to your foundation to make it more bronzy. I say matte because I have the L'Oreal Glotion, which was very popular this year and it's been around for a long time. This is in 904 and this is kind of the dupe for the Drunk Elephant drops from the drugstore this year. This is my favorite one, but it's super loomy. So you're gonna get loomy. And then this one, if you just need some hydration, this one from e.l.f. This is the Glow Up Primer Serum. You can get it at Target, you can get it at Amazon. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's gonna lock in moisture all day long. So I like to start with this one. It's just like an incredible base for your makeup, especially if you have dry skin like this time of year like I do. I need all the glow I can get, so I love just applying this. It's so lightweight. Once it dries down, it feels like nothing on your skin, so it's really nice. I like to apply this all over my skin and then let it dry, and then I'm gonna go in. Which one should I use today, guys? I love so many drugstore products. I really had a hard time narrowing it down. I think I'm gonna go with the Butter Glow. This one has truly just been a favorite. So just to show you, oh, I applied way too much, so don't do that. I'm gonna take the L34 brush from Larlarlee, Los Angeles, and I'm just gonna smooth this out. I think I used too much. I wanna wipe some off. But this is really gonna bronze up your skin, so you can mix this in your foundation or use it as a cream bronzer. I like these little glow products because I feel like there's so many multi-uses and the ways to use them. So my face is gonna look like I did a bad self-tanner, and then whenever we put foundation on top, it's gonna all come together. So what are we gonna do? Say it together. We're gonna trust the process. Ta-da! Okay, so there's our base. We have the glow, we have the bronzer. So for foundation this year, I was able to narrow it down to one. The Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. This wears a bit more like a foundation than it does an actual skin tint. It does remind me of the Luminosity from the Mario or Glossier foundation that they came out with, like a similar formula, but for half the price because it's at the drugstore. It's by Maybelline. But this is one of my favorite Maybelline foundation. I think I have the wrong shade. Guys, we're just having trouble today. Is this the wrong shade or did I bronze up too much? Let's blend it out. This is a 120. I have 3 of these. You know what? It's not, it works. The butter formula made me think I was tanner than what I was. It does that to you. So see, I'm just gonna blend this right on top with that same kabuki brush. By the way, you can get this kabuki brush in our brush set. It's an 11-piece brush set and you get a makeup bag with it as well, like a nylon washable makeup bag. So if you need some more brushes for this holiday season, we have the 11-piece set on Larlarlee, Los Angeles. I will also link it. You guys check that out. These brushes are so good. It comes with a bunch of nice kabuki brushes if you need some good face. It also comes with eye brushes too, so kind of get a little bit of everything. But look how pretty this is. Do you see how glowy and beautiful this foundation is? It also blends out like a skin tint. It just blends out super, super easily. It doesn't dry down really quick, and it's not a matte finish. I would say it's more of a loomy finish for sure, but it looks super natural on the skin, and it is a bit buildable, believe it or not. Like, depending on how much you use, you can really build this up to, I think, a medium coverage, which is pretty good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks like my skin. I think it looks so pretty. It just looks like dewy, really natural. I find that this doesn't really settle into lines. It also has vitamin C in it, so that's nice for brightening, getting a little skincare in your foundation. I'm all for that. So these are a great duo from the drugstore. Let's move on to concealers. I had 2 that I love this year. This is the Keep Me Covered from Essence, and then I find the Bare With Me from NYX has a little more coverage than this one. So it depends on like how much coverage you're actually looking for, but I like both of these a lot. I like this doe foot applicator. I like this really easy blend out formula from Essence. Again, this one's more of a like lighter serum to medium coverage, and then this one easily builds up to like full coverage because y'all, I got some dark circles. Okay, they're dark, and this one always covers them. This one is not new for 2023 though, so I was like, girl, I'm gonna throw it in anyways because it's one of my favorite drugstore concealers. I'm actually gonna take a clean L34 to blend this out, and by the way, there's a mosquito. It is not a fly, it is a mosquito, and it is flying around this room trying to bite me as I'm trying to film. So if you see it, you need to tell me because it's not a paid actor. It's an intruder. I did not ask for it to be here, and I think it's been in my room for 2 days. I've been trying to get it and I can't. It won't go away. I'm like, just get out of here. Okay, so this is the Essence blended out. It adds some brightening. I could put another layer of it and build it up because it has that buildable coverage to it, but I'm gonna add just a dot of the Bear With Me serum. This one's in vanilla. I low-key wish this had a doe foot applicator, but you know what? I'm not gonna whine and complain. I'm not gonna do it. They did a good job with the formula, so we're not gonna complain about the packaging. So I'm gonna take that same brush, just because I have so much darkness right there. Y'all, I gotta get some heavy duty stuff, but I feel like both of these are just fantastic. So I have super red eyelids, which is random, but I do. My eyelids are red. I have like a darkness to my eyelids, so every time I do my concealer, I add a little bit to my eyelids and just go ahead and blend that out too. And I kind of use that as a base for eyeshadow. One area I've always struggled with at the drugstore is bronzers, and I actually found my favorite cream bronzer, which is a total dupe for a lot of high-end bronzers. This one is the Melted Sun by Catrice. The number one question I get when I mention Catrice is like, where can you get it? Because it's such a drugstore brand and those drugstore prices, but it's not at the drugstore, so I don't know what's going on. But you can get it on Amazon, actually. They have all their products on Amazon as well as on the Catrice website, so I know it's not attainable, unfortunately, at the drugstore. I wish it was, but this one I have in Beach Babe 02, and it is the best cream bronzer. I'm gonna show you how flawlessly it blends out. So I'm gonna get some on my brush, and I am telling you, this product reminds me of high-end cream bronzers. It's so good. It's definitely by far my favorite one from the drugstore, and it literally blends out like butter on your skin. I also like to take a little and put it on my eyelids just to contour a little through there. This brush is by Patrick Ta, if you're curious. Pricey little brush, but it's a good one for contour, and I just like how it fits into the cheeks. But anyways, this product barely takes any blending, so it's just so easy to use, and it looks so good. It looks like a high-end contour. Like, I think this is a total dupe for a lot of these like super high-end bronzers that'll cost you 30, 40 bucks. No need. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, Catrice is owned by the same people that make Essence. So if you can see where drugstore makeup comes in and like the good price range, right here. One of my favorite products, 100%. Okay, let's talk about blush. This one by Hard Candy, which you can find at Walmart, is a really cool cream blush because it changes based on like the warmth of your skin. Can you guys see this turning pink? So it goes clear, and then you do kind of have to blend because it's like a kind of like a little bit of a stain. But how cool is that? Do you see it turning pink? I just give this one points because of how cool it is. Let's be very real here. So I'm just gonna blend this one out with my actual finger. Sometimes fingers just make the best tools and makeup. And I've been keeping my blush pretty high up on my cheek because I felt like whenever I was putting it here, it would kind of like I got punched in the face or something, like a bruise. I don't know, it just kind of drug my face down. It didn't look as good. So I've been, you know, keeping them here. The only thing I'll say about this Hard Candy one, I forget, is that it is kind of like gooey and it has to dry down into your skin. So you have to give it time to do that. So I'm gonna set my under eye. I have a really good powder from the drugstore we will be talking about in just a second, but I will tell you in 2023, I really did not find like this specific setting powder. I found some eye brighteners and things like that, but not like a loose setting powder that was new for 2023 from the drugstore that I came out with. I don't understand why, because setting powder is such a huge product that people use in their routine. So you would think at the drugstore they would really like, someone out there would come out with a good one, but I really haven't like found the one this year. It was like they skipped out on the setting powders, but baby, we're still setting. So where's the setting powder? It's been the same one since 1999. We have the Airspun, we have some Fit Me, which rumored to be discontinued. I don't know if that really is gonna be discontinued. And then like, I don't know what else other than these like matte press brightening powders, but they're not like loose setting powders. So it gets complicated for me, okay? But one of my favorite drugstore powders is this She Glam. This is their Skin Focus High Coverage Powder Foundation. So this one's gonna be way more potent than just a translucent powder. It's actually a foundation powder, so you are gonna get some coverage for it, but it's so pretty. It makes your skin look like velvet. It's a really low, affordable drugstore price. I like to apply it with my brush, so let me show you. So I'm gonna take my L33 brush, and I'm using this one because it's not as dense. It's actually kind of flimsy. And I like to just get a little bit of the powder on the brush and just sweep it across my skin if I just want that soft focus look or a little bit of a velvet look to my skin. By the way, I'm using the shade Sand. It is like my skin tone, and I just like to brush this across my skin. It leaves you with like the prettiest, softest finish. I have loved this powder for so long. I worked with She Glam when they came out with this, and when they sent it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love this. So this is like a really good one. If you're looking for like a foundation powder and you're a foundation powder girly, definitely try this out. Honey, don't break the bank. You can save your coins because this one is so good. It also comes with a little powder puff underneath it, but I just like to use like a soft brush to lightly like airbrush it onto my skin. It just gives you this perfect finish. While we're baking the cake, we're gonna take a short pause, and I'm gonna show you my goodies that I got from ThredUp. Thank you to ThredUp for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I love the polka dot packaging. By the way, if you guys don't know what ThredUp is, they are the world's largest online thrift store, and I have found so many pieces that I love from them. I actually just wore a gown from Michael Kors that I got off there to a wedding, and everybody was like, where did you get this dress? I was like, you guys, it was thrifted from ThredUp. So let's see what we got. I love how they always have the goodies so nicely wrapped. Okay, the first thing I got is this pair of jeans from Abercrombie. They're the Curve Love. I got them in a size 26, and they do look pretty cute. They're like a straight-legged jean, so we're gonna try these on and see how they look. They have a little distressing on them in the knees, but not too much, so I feel like these are gonna be really cute on. Okay, here we have the jeans on. I think they look so good. They fit me perfectly. They're a little shorter around the ankle, so I thought they'd be cute with these heels, which I don't know if you guys remember from one of our last ThredUp hauls. That's where I got these Schultz heels, but yeah, I think they look really good. Let me tell you how much I got them for. You guys, these jeans were originally around $83, estimated retail. I got them for $35.99. Such a good deal. By the way, they have a new feature where I can now make my favorites all the stuff I have saved on ThredUp public, so you guys can actually shop my favorites now. So I will turn it on public, and I'll put the link in the description box if you guys want to shop some of my ThredUp favorites. Boom. Okay, I also got these blue suede adorable flats, which we're about to try on. You guys, they were originally $315. I got them for $96.99. Flats are back, baby. Let's try these bad boys on. So stinking cute. Okay, guys, here they are. They're so stinking cute, so lightweight and easy to wear. I love this color blue. I don't have really much in this color. These are so cute. I think we have a winner. Next, I got this adorable sweater with like this fuzzy collar on it. I just think it's so cute. I'm wearing it with the jeans, but I just think it's so cute and cozy, and I got it for a really good deal. You can also put a tank underneath it if you wanted to. Originally around $40, I got it for $22.99. Okay, next I got the perfect winter sweater. It's like this fuzzy material. It's so cozy. It's by the brand Super Down, which is also sold at Revolve, and I just absolutely love the fit of this. I could see me wearing this all throughout winter. Such a cute little sweater. Originally $64, got it for $21.99, size medium, and I think this might be my favorite piece besides the little ballet flats, which just look so stinking cute on. I just love it. Okay, guys, next I got this adorable rib top from Aloe. It says Aloe on the back, but it's just like a really good basic. Has some ribbing on it. So this was originally around $95. I got it for $42. Such a good deal. And this is like a really good little tee I can work out in or just like wear around as a basic. Okay, y'all, I typed in aloe in the search, so I got another aloe piece. Y'all know I love aloe. So this was originally $95, this little sports bra, which by the way, it's so cute. It's got some like ridging on it. But I got it for $39.99, and it's like looks brand new, super cute. I'll definitely be wearing this over and over and over again. Okay, and lastly, I got this Wild Fox shirt. It was around $76. Retail value, I got it for $16.99. And look, I thought it would be cute if I like, I don't know, like tied it up or something. I don't know, I'm gonna play with it, but I just think it's such a cute little lightweight shirt for $16.99. Isn't that amazing? So if you guys wanna check out ThredUp, this is shopping you can feel good about because it is sustainable. Use my discount code they gave me, Larlarlee, which is gonna give you guys an additional 40% off your first order. Such a good deal, and yeah, you guys can now shop my favorite. So I will have them linked in the description box down below. Thank you to ThredUp for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's get back to the makeup. Now while our eyes are baking, I want to move on to brows. So this has got to be my favorite brow gel of the year. Did this come out this year? I feel like it didn't, but let's be honest. How about like the NYX glued one's good. You got the e.l.f. brow freeze that's good. In reality, which one do I reach for the most? It's this one, so that's why I felt like this one would be the winner. It does dry down hard and crusty, but I don't mind that, you know, as long as my brows stay in place, like I can deal with the hard and crusty. I just need for them to kind of stay in place. I'm not gonna lie. So it has some dry time, so I like to apply it, allow it to dry, and then I'll go in with my brow pencil, which my favorite brow pencil of the year is between this one and a L'Oreal one, but I was like, ultimately, I like the Revlon one the most. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. I have it in the shade dark brown, and I lost the lid. So mine's probably a little dried out. I was devastated, but I think I threw it away and not realizing it was the lid to this. So I'm like, okay, just ruined my brow pencil. But we're still gonna use it today. I've been using it anyways, but it's like the perfect match with my hair color, which is one reason why I love it, but it's so pigmented and doesn't have like that gross waxy, just like crazy waxiness. I don't know. You know when they're too waxy and they don't have enough pigment and they just get messy and look hunky chunky on your brows? I'm just not about it. I've been enjoying this one a ton. So I always fill in down here because look how pigmented that is. One stroke and we have brow hairs. This brow pencil really is that girly. So I like to just like feather in some little brow hairs whenever I wax down my brows. This isn't wax, I mean gel down. We gelled them down today. It also has a nice little spoolie on the back end of it, just like a lot of the high-end brow pencils, so you're able to comb through the brows as well with this one. I don't hear a lot from Revlon, to be honest, in the drugstore category, but whenever I got this pencil in, I was like, let me give it a go, because I know Revlon has made quite a few promising products. I screamed because it's so good. So as you can see a difference, this pencil almost makes my brow hair match my hair more than my natural brows. I don't get it, but I love it. So let's move on to eyeshadow. I actually have two palettes that I loved. So we have this Catrice palette. They have a bunch of variations. This one's the rose one. I just like all the mauve-y pretty colors. It has some really nice shimmers in it and it blends out really nicely. And then for a neutral palette, you have the Always Naked by Wet n Wild. This one's like $9.99 on Amazon. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This looks like a lot of high-end palettes that are $50, $60. And these are really pigmented. I've talked about this one multiple times. You guys are probably tired of me talking about this one, but if we're talking best drugstore makeup, it's definitely gonna be thrown in. But I do love this one as well from Catrice. It's so good. I feel like I should use a mixture too in honor of us going through our drugstore favorites. Don't forget to comment down below what's one of your drugstore favorites too this year. You know, I'm always trying to try new stuff. So if you got something that I don't know about, please let me know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade, maybe mix it. I don't know, I love to mix a shade or two. This is my L37 brush. This is another one of the brushes that comes in the brush set. So it's really nice, little soft, medium-sized blender. And I'm just gonna put some, you know, neutralness in that transition shade, as the transition shade. I swear I know what I'm doing. It's been a minute since I've done a makeup tutorial, but I swear I know what's going on. Okay, now with the L39 brush, I want to take this silvery pewter shade and play with it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of our setting spray. I'm still a believer in dampening your shimmers just whenever you want them to show up a little more. I'm not gonna do like an intense cut crease with this look. You know, I'm just looking for some soft eyeshadow. And I just feel like this pewter shade is so perfect for that. You guys see how pretty that is? It's just like softly like brushed over the eyelid rather than just like packed on to the extreme. There's also like a beauty and like a softer look with some eyeshadow shades. If you guys aren't into like a super heavy cut crease, you can totally just take your shadows, instead of like super wetting them, concealering them, and packing them on, you can lightly brush them on like this. And I just think you get the prettiest wash of color of your eyes. Looks a little more natural, a little softer, a little easier going, but it just all depends on like what you want, you know? I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this white shade here. It's a shimmer. I'm just gonna layer a little bit in the front just so it is a little more frosty, and I'm gonna pack it on to the inner corner. And we're also gonna take this shade on the same brush brush. Ooh, baby, we are gonna highlight that brow bone. This shade reminds me of Nylon from MAC, this light shade. It used to be like the iconic frosty white. Pretty much this color right here in this palette. Okay, eyes are done. I have 2 eyeliners that I love. Listen, they sent me these from Essence, these little princess liners. They're so good. They remind me a lot of this Intense e.l.f. ink liner because look, it has that big, thick felt tip applicator. Both of them do. They have this nice brown shade, but they also made one in black, which is up at my podcast space because one day I had an eyeliner meltdown and my liner went everywhere before we were filming the full coverage podcast. So I went through my PR and I said, oh my God, thank God Essence just sent me those liners, right? So I used them. I used the black one to save my look for filming, and turns out it was a fantastic liner, and I keep it up there and I use it all the time, so I don't have the black one here. But also one thing about those Essence liners that I love so much is like, where do you get them? Because I've never seen them at the drugstore, because if I did, I would have bought all of them to have backups, but I'll never see them there, so I don't get it. Like, I got it in PR, but where are they? They're probably sold out. So today we're gonna be using this old school e.l.f. one. Voila, there we have a little wing going right there. As far as drugstore mascaras, I did not find a brand new one, but what I do have is a new love for me. This is the Voluminous from L'Oreal. It's been around since, well, forever. This was my mom's favorite. Actually, she always wore this mascara, and so I've been using it this month, and I'm like, whoa, this is such a good mascara. Like, no wonder they never discontinue it. It's been around forever. I was gonna say my second runner-up would be the Lash Princess from Essence, another one that's been around forever. By the way, that's the Lash Princess, which this is crazy, is the #1 selling mascara on Amazon. How wild is that? But it's at such a great price and it's just known to be so good. But this one, I feel like it just is not messy, but super voluminous on your lashes. Like, it builds and my eyes will transfer like nobody's business, like mascara will. I guess I just have those watery eyes. So I'm really big on mascaras that do not transfer but are not waterproof, and this is one of them that's really good. So baby, they can come out with all the drugstore mascaras in the world, but yet here she is, still standing strong. And you know why they still make it? Because so many people still buy it. It's me, I'm people. For our bronzer highlighter duo, this is Holiday Skin for Catrice, and if you can see how soft and matte these colors are, they're so pretty. I don't know if this is going to be limited edition. I certainly hope not, but this is in the shade Out of the Office. It reminds me of Hula from Benefit, like almost the color, and then you have this pretty like frosty champagne highlight with it. It's such a great duo. I found it on Amazon, and you guys, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna take my angled brush. This is an L31, and I'm gonna get some of this bronzer loaded up on it, and then I'm just gonna lightly press it onto the skin. And it's just a really pretty soft milled bronzer, really great for contouring. It does not have shimmer in it, so you're gonna get more of like a matte bronzy finish from it, but it's such a nice little bronzer. And I find that the drugstore bronzers suck. I mean, I hate to be that harsh, but there's been so many that have just flopped for me, and then there's like not a lot of options. So whenever I find a good one, baby, I'm gonna talk about it. And this one, I feel like this is our girly. Since I talked about these 200 times this year, I think I have to put them in my favorites video. These are the Essence Pure Nudes Baked Blushes. They have so many shades in them. These two shades are my favorite, Cool Coral and Rosy Rosewood. This one's a little more pink. This one's more like a baby pink. This is, you know, has a little bit more of a deepness to it. I'm gonna use Rosy Rosewood, and I'm gonna use that same angled brush because it's so good to put a blush on with. But these just have that baked soft skin finish, like that soft fine milled finish, and I'm just gonna apply it right up in here. Do you see how pigmented that was? I know you saw that. Okay, so pigmented. It looks like a high-end blush, and you could collect these because they have so many pretty different shades. I just love the formula of these. I think they did a good job. It's such a big pan, you get so much, and I really am a sucker for anything baked. Like, I love baked makeup products, especially for like face highlighters and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really into these. They're so warm and pretty. I'm gonna take my L36 brush. This is a super flimsy highlighter brush, and I like that because we're no longer in 2016. Wear your highlight however you want it, but I like a little bit of a softer kiss of highlight instead of the blinding streak. You know what I mean? So this brush, because it has so much flimsiness, you're able to kind of sprinkle the product around your face. So we're gonna get a little bit of this highlight. I'm gonna knock a lot off. off because I don't want to be crazy. But I just want, like, honestly, like, do you see that? Like, if the light hits a natural glow, I don't want you to actually see the powder streak on my face. And this brush, look how you can just kind of like fling it around and you can get that softer glow with a brush like this. I also like this brush for like dusting away excess powder. It's just like super soft. It doesn't move around your other products, so you're able to do that with it. But this is really great for highlighting in this day and age. Y'all, I have to do this with my makeup. It's like my favorite part is carving out the cheeks. Like, I think I'll always do this because it really helps to clean up the contour and all the powders you add. And so that way it doesn't give you like a muddy pulled down look. This really like cleans up and sharpens. So I always do this with a little bit of translucent powder. I just cannot resist. Do you guys do this, or is it just me who creates the powder beard? Okay, this is the powder beard. Oh, it gives it that finishing kiss of a look that I can't get over. Okay, so lashes. I'm trying to decide which ones I want to use. I have these by Eye Envy. These are the no glue press-on lashes, and I kind of want to show you guys how to use them because I wear them all the time. And you guys ask me, you're like, what lashes do you have on? I'm like, they're these press-on lashes where you don't need glue. I think I'm gonna go with the curly from Eye Envy Press and Go, or should I do spiky? I've worn spiky before. I've worn both of these before. I'm trying to decide like what's gonna look best with this look. What's cool about these lashes is like you can literally not even fill them. You don't need glue. It comes with a little thing, but I always just use my own tweezers to apply them. You have to be careful pulling them off out of the pack because you don't want to like rip it. I've ripped several of them. So you're gonna grab the lash. You see it on my forehead there. You're just gonna grab it and you place it underneath your lashes. And I was skeptical of this because I was like, is that gonna be comfortable? That doesn't seem comfortable, and I literally cannot fill them. So let me get up in this mirror. Okay, and the trick is you gotta get it under there and then you gotta press. There we go. So do you see how I just gave it like a little press? What they like to do is have you press it with this, which you can totally do that, or you'll get this little tool in there and you'll give it a squeeze, which it's nice for. I just like to, you know, like go like this and press it. So I'm gonna put a few of these on, but can you see that lash right there? So easy to apply, okay? So here goes the next one right here. And we're gonna line it up right beside our guy that we already have on. And these, what's crazy is you would think these bad boys would fall off. You really would. Like, you would expect them to go flying off, and they don't. They just stay on. It's like a miracle. We're gonna put our third lash right underneath. And here we have our lashes. I think they look so pretty, so natural, and it's nice because you don't have to worry about the inner corner of your lash band popping up. And it looks really seamless on top of your eyes because the lashes are underneath. So it's just like a little bit more of a flawless, seamless way to do lashes. My favorite part is definitely that you can't fill them because, baby, whenever you put a bunch of glue and a lash band on, you can fill it regardless of how long you've been doing it. I know once it dries down, maybe not so much, but I will say overall, like, these are way more comfortable because y'all know the feeling of ripping off your false lash and you're just like, ugh. If you wear false lashes, it feels like taking off a bra at the end of the long day. These, you're not gonna get that effect because they are so comfy and cozy to wear. Maybe not cozy, but so comfy to wear. Okay, so let's move on. I forgot to mention the Halo Glow during my highlighting segment. I didn't want to use a cream highlighter today, but I forgot to mention them. These like broke the internet whenever e.l.f. duped Charlotte Tilbury's $44 wands. e.l.f. said, hold my beer. These are around $9 to $7. You can find them at Target or anywhere they sell e.l.f. They have the contour, the blush, and the highlight. And so there's 9 of them total. I believe there's 3 of each color. But these are fantastic. So I just really needed to mention these. You know, we can't just like not mention these for 2023. This was like the ultimate makeup dupe of 2023. Okay, moving on to lips. You guys, e.l.f. just sold out again. I don't know if they're gonna come back with it. I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, don't quote me on that. But they have the Jennifer Coolidge lip kit. This is the Jennifer Coolidge lips kit. It's a liner, a lipstick, and a gloss. And it's my favorite thing ever. It's $25 for the whole kit. And it's so pretty, you guys. Watch this. So we're gonna line, and this is like a really pretty like mauve-y brown. So we're gonna line, and by line I mean overline. And this comes in the Jennifer Coolidge lip kit. Okay, next we're gonna lipstick. This is the lipstick. It's called Dirty Pillows, and it is the prettiest color nude ever. Very creamy. It's like a satin finish, so it's not gonna be super matte and chunky. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, my favorite lip product, definitely not just drugstore, like of all time maybe, is this one by e.l.f. So they came out with their new lip oils, which dupes the Dior lip oils. I think the Dior ones are like $36-40, which is crazy because they're this tiny. And then e.l.f. came out with all the colors in this, but Honey Talks is that girl, okay? So out of all the colors, they come out with a ton of colors. Honey Talks is my favorite one. I know it's sold out everywhere, but if you see it at your drugstore, get it immediately. Watch how pretty this is. It's super high shine. It just adds a faint hint of color, barely color. Just watch how pretty. Juicy, juicy, juicy. It has the exact doe foot applicator that the Dior one does, and it will make your lips look so plump and juicy. It also has plumping in it, but I don't really feel that as much. Ugh, but this is my favorite lip product ever right now. I put it in my purse. I carry it everywhere I go. Honey Talks is that girl. We have to set this beat face. So for setting spray, e.l.f. came out with this to dupe Super Goop. It's one of those like will burn your eyes setting sprays because it has like sunscreen I guess in it. I don't know, but it does have sunscreen in it. So I wanted to recommend it. I'm not gonna use it today. I'm gonna go in with my Catrice HD, one of my favorites. But the e.l.f. one right here, it's doing things for me. You know, you gotta spray it and just like hold your breath and then wait for it to dissipate before you can open your eyes. Super Goop one has the exact same effect. So just like whatever makes it sunscreeny. Dun, 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 dun. This could be a good one to protect you from the sun every day. But this one's a really good one. This is the freezing setting spray, meaning it's going to lock your makeup in. Your makeup's not gonna go anywhere. And from the drugstore, we thank you. Did I mention it has the softest mister I've ever felt a setting spray have? I feel like a lot of setting sprays, the mister is like a power gun and it's like sprays you down. You're soaking wet. I don't necessarily love that. I love a nice mist, so I know it's not messing up my makeup and like putting too much water on it or too much setting spray on it. So this one is fantastic. And I really can feel it like kind of tighten down and lock in my makeup. It's not a Lumi setting spray, but baby, if you need your makeup to last, which I do today, today's my content day, so I'll be filming all day. You know, I need it to last and I need it to look good. So with that being said, this is the final look and this is all drugstore makeup, not gonna break your bank. No need to do that. We have so many good products today. I will link every single product I talked about down below. What do you guys think of the final look? I absolutely love the way it came out. I think it looks so pretty. I think it looks very soft but full beat at the same time. This is a very, you know, 2023 version of 2016 makeup, I will say, and I absolutely adore the way it came out. I will be wearing it all day long and it's gonna last, especially because I just locked it in and we set it really well. So don't forget to comment down below your favorite drugstore makeup product that you've been using over and over again for 2023. Also, you guys, don't forget to check out ThredUp and use my discount code to save some major money on their website. And you guys can now shop my favorites. So I will have them linked at the top of the description box if you guys want to check out ThredUp. And thank you to ThredUp for sponsoring today's video. And that's it for today's video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and watching. And I will see you in my next video. Be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Bye, guys.